Tulugosi Zulu again, and welcome to another segment. Let's begin. Number 16. Number 6. But the thing is, we're in this place where people are committing harlotry against their leaders. Because the thing is, wait, let's get into it actually. Number 16, verse 3. They gathered together against Moses and Aaron and said to them, "You take too much upon yourselves, for all the congregation is holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Why then do you exalt yourselves above the assembly of the Lord?" Then Moses goes, "You know what? I actually do. I once time cried to God." He ain't say that, dude. He ain't tell them the struggles that he's been having with God, because he's a good leader. But one time Moses, remember, he cried to God, and God was like, "Okay, Moses, you're actually taking a lot upon yourself. Here's 70 men, bro. They'll help you." And God goes, and this Korah goes, "Oh, everyone, God's among all of us. God is in all of us." And Moses goes, "You're right." I'm sure in his soul is like, "Yeah, you're very right, bro. Do you want to be the least you go ahead?" Let me tell you the truth. As soon as you're on top, they're gonna come for you next. And leaders don't realize this. Even the ones, dude, we've seen it from time, bro. And time again. Lenin was in charge, and then soon Lenin Stalin. And soon Stalin, after Stalin, it was president after president, until that guy that was kidnapped by the CIA and something was implanted in his head because he had like a head scar. And they implanted a bug in his head, and then he disbanded the Soviet Union. Then the covert got to Vladimir Putin, because then he's assuming that he has the right. Because, guys, I want you to understand this. The Soviet Union goes all the way to East Germany. But Germany is in recession. Wait, let me get out of there. Where am I? I'm in the Bible. So when Moses heard it, he fell on his face. And he spoke to Korah and all his company, saying, "Tomorrow morning the Lord will show who is his and who is holy, and will cause him to come near to him. That one whom he chooses, he will cause to come near to him. Do this, take censers, Korah, and all your company. Put fire in them and put incense in them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Lord chooses is the Holy One. You take too much upon yourselves, you sons of Levi." Then he goes, "You know what? You guys don't actually know how much pressure this is. One, God said you can't just come through with the unholy fire. What fire are you going to put in there, bro? Didn't you remember 2 of Aaron's boys died and they were chosen? You guys are not even chosen. You guys are chosen as well, but for a specific task. Just imagine the guy who built the tabernacle goes, 'I wanted to be Moses.' Then there'll be no tabernacle. Just imagine. Whatever. Who else had major roles, bro? The guy who created the garments for the priesthood. Just imagine he didn't want to do it. Just imagine the guys who created the Ark of the Covenant, where the presence of the Lord God speaks to Moses from. What if they decided they wanted to be Moses? Who was going to hear God? Where was he going to speak from? Where was his presence going to sit? Now these boys, they were in charge of carrying the tabernacle. The Kohitans carry it. They had the old carry it, the Kohit, the Mamaris. And so they're carrying it. And now, if these boys are not working and doing their job, Moses can't speak to God if they're leaving God behind. Where the pillar of cloud goes and nobody brings the tabernacle, where the pillar of cloud, the pillar of fire sits, all of a sudden there's no tabernacle. Because the boys, they don't want to take it. So now the pillar of fire is down there, and Moses is like, and God is looking at Moses, and just like, dude, I don't know, bro. I don't know where these guys get this idea from. This is ridiculous. And they're like, God goes, yeah, this was ridiculous a little bit. And it's like, of course it was. Because everyone is assigned a specific task. Now, when you want a task that's not yours and above you, then all of a sudden that's ridiculous, because now you're assuming that now you deserve a task that isn't yours. And you're just like, yeah, no, this is my task too. And God is like, I've assigned it from the beginning of time because it's what pleases me. It's the 5 talents, the 2 talents, and the 1 talent. Yes, Moses appears to have 5 talents, but because God knew that when he spoke to Moses and go get my children out of Egypt, Moses was going to go. And the other thing is, before Moses had to go, he had to know Pharaoh, and he was born in Pharaoh's. Okay, he wasn't born in Pharaoh's, he was raised in Pharaoh's house. So it was according to his ability. When Moses was blessed leader, it was according to his ability. Ability. Come on, guys. Wait, let's get in the Bible. Put the fire in them, put incense in them before the Lord tomorrow, and it shall be that the man whom the Lord chooses, the Holy One, You take too much upon yourselves, you sons of Levi. And Moses said to Korah, hear now, you sons of Levi, it is a small thing to you that the God of Israel has separated you from the congregation of Israel to bring you near to himself, to do the work of the tabernacle of the Lord and to stand before the congregation to serve them. Hey, are you saved? Are you saved? If you are saved, stay saved. If you're not saved, get saved. Next time.